Hi everyone, it's Cindy with Twisted Truth and how you guys all doing? This is the latest update that I have about Monica Sherrod, the little baby Cash Gernon, and Darriynn Brown. So according to Fox 4 News, you guys aren't going to believe this. Monica Sherrod is allegedly a lot closer to Darriynn Brown than what she has led everyone to believe. Remember the elderly man whose house was broken into by Darriynn Brown in February, and he just now filed charges? Well, in February 2021, he was assaulted by Brown in his home, and Brown tried to kidnap his 2-year-old granddaughter. This guy basically lives on the corner, a couple houses down from Monica. He told Fox News the only reason he didn't press charges at the time of the attack is because a woman, Monica Sherrod, who lived a few doors down, asked him not to. Did she ask, or did she tell him not to? She told him Brown was suffering from a mental episode. She also told him Brown sometimes stayed with her. According to Fox News, that woman lived at the same home where months later 4-year-old Cash Gernon would be taken from and allegedly killed by Brown. So now some of the truth partially comes out yet again. Monica Sherrod knew in February that Brown kicked in her neighbor's door, and her neighbor is old. She knew that Brown assaulted this man, and she knew that he tried to kidnap that 2-year-old little girl who was sleeping on her grandpa's couch. And yet she still allowed him to stay at her house. She allowed Brown, who she knew had a mental episode, to live there with her kids. And also to live there with little Cash and Carter, who aren't her kids. And now look what happened. This is just bullshit. According to the arrest warrant, Dallas police picked him up on a social service referral. But Brown was back on the streets a short time after that referral. The neighbor, whose granddaughter was almost kidnapped by Darriynn Brown, he lives on the corner, probably about 2 or 3 houses down from Monica Sherrod. He posted this on social media. The picture posted of the youngster charged with kidnapping 4-year-old person is the same person who broke into my home February 2021. The picture of the youngster that has been terrorizing people in the neighborhood is the same person who broke into my home while I was present and tried to kidnap my granddaughter and assaulted me. February 2021, he came from the same address near my home, which is Monica's house. The police response was sadly very late, but I survived it. Councilman Thomas was made aware of it, as well as the Southwest Substation Commander Weddington, who has not called me back yet. The home invasion has left me bewildered about Dallas police, and listen to this, it's very important, and very disappointed about the adults and occupants of that house where the suspect came from. I'm going to read that again because he is speaking about Darriynn Brown coming over there from Monica Sherrod's house. Let me read that again. I'm very disappointed about the adults and occupants of that house where the suspect came from. The police officers totally mishandled the call during my assault and kidnapping and had called 911 several times during the assault, was put on hold several times. It was only by the grace of God that no one was killed, and my granddaughter, disabled sister-in-law, and myself survived the ordeal. I saw the current suspect and his mother at the Walmart several weeks later, and he and his mother apologized for his actions and thanked me for not killing him. I forgave him. I have reported this information to the police. About knowing Brown, here's what Monica told the Daily Mail. Cash and Carter were the sons of her ex-boyfriend, Trevor Gernon, 31, who moved into her house in February, and I believe she said Valentine's Day. She began raising the boys as her own in March, when Gernon, who had custody of the kids, suddenly fled after getting into legal troubles and has not been heard from since. She said, "This is a 6-bedroom house, and I put them together at the back of the house because I didn't want them to be alone. I wanted them together." The kidnapper broke in through the door right there. The garage doesn't latch. He came in and broke the connecting door into the home. We are on the other side of the house. We didn't hear anything. We were all sleeping. I'm wondering why we didn't hear him break in. Monica said Brown was an acquaintance of one of her sons and had visited the house 2 days earlier. Brown interacted with Cash while she was out, which angered her at the time. I told him, "Don't come back around my kids. I don't want you." I was out grocery shopping when he was here. I'd left the twins with my boys and daughter. He was only here a short time. Emily said he creeped her out, and I got upset with them. I waited so many days to go to where Cash was found. That's because everybody was bombarding me, and my baby just died. I've been receiving a lot of hate online. People are telling me it's my fault Cash died. I didn't want to be publicized as a monster. I'm not. My kids are my life. So Darryn's lawyer still says it's not him. Heath Harris spoke to Fox 4 News, and he said Brown is not guilty of all current charges, despite Dallas police saying capital murder charges are likely coming when the forensic exam is complete. Harris claims Brown is not the suspect in the video. They may have a witness that is testifying that it's Brown, but I want an opportunity to challenge that witness. Even if you believe that it's Brown in the video taking Cash out of the crib, then what happened? What happened? You have 3 seconds. Based on what I believe, I am going to be able to support this kid is schizophrenic. We want to see if this was a situation where it's a whodunit, or simple question of why wasn't this prevented? He's looking forward to defending Darriynn Brown. So Darriynn Brown's mother, Mimi, had made a statement when he first got arrested and said couldn't possibly be him. She believes he's been framed, and he's actually a very kind person. So I suppose this couldn't possibly be him. We're all seeing things. I really hope Cash Gernon gets justice